Hello, assalamu alaikum everybody, and welcome back to Market Ways, guys. And today we are going to discuss one of the most important thing in the market, on which all the market works. I'm not saying that this is the key toward the success, but this is the main thing that each and every one of us traders should know, and especially ICT traders. But let me clear one thing: as an ICT trader, I'm the ICT trader. I'm not saying that ICT is one of the best concepts. What I'm saying is that the concept that we are going to discuss about today is the more effective and more efficient way to see a market, because market move in the same direction and it repeat it, but sometimes it might just modify a little bit of that structure. So this video is going to be about MMXM model. So what is MMXM model? Basically, let me just type the word here. MM. So what is MMXM model? Basically, MMXM model is a simple market maker model on which all the market works. Now, how the market will work, like something like this. You will see some sort of accumulation. You will see some sort of distribution, again accumulation, then again you're gonna see a distribution, then again accumulation, then again you're gonna see accumulation. But this time, instead of accumulation, you're gonna see a reversal or some sort of smart money reversal, and then you're gonna do this kind of move. Now, how this all move works, let me clear one thing. In MMXM model, there are three things. First, you're gonna see accumulation. All right, let me just quickly. So what you're gonna see the accumulation in the market, then you're gonna see a reaccumulation, then a reaccumulation, then you will see some sort of smart money reversal. Let's say this is the SMT, and then you're going to see some sort of CISD over here, all right, and then you're going to place your trade something like this. Let's say this is your protected low of SMT, and you're going to target the high of the accumulation. Now this is basically the simple, and I'll say the most typical MMXM model that everyone knows. All right, but in market, sometimes what we see, there will be some sort of no accumulation, no reaccumulation, nothing else like that. You're going to see some sort of straight move toward the downside instead of watching any reaccumulation. Like you're going to see the accumulation, then you're going to see straight down, then you're going to see accumulation, then you're going to get some sort of reversal, and that's how it works. All right, this is how the MMX model works. And same things, let me clear, the same things will be done for the bearish scenario case. Accumulation, distribution, reaccumulation, distribution, reaccumulation, distribution, some sort of SMT, some sort of FVG, high time frame, PD area, CISD. You're going to enter in the market, and then you're going to see the down. That's how the MMXM model works. All right, this is for the bearish scenario, and the first one was for the bullish scenario. Now let's deep dive into it. And what do I mean about the deep dive? As I said, sometimes you're going to see some sort of accumulation that will take both highs and lows. Market going to drop. Market going to, instead of reaccumulation, what market going to do is market going to dump again. Instead of reaccumulation, market going to dump again. All right. And before market move up, you're going to see some sort of accumulation. You're going to see a smart money reversal. You're going to see a beautiful displacement, tap into your last PD array so that you can get some sort of good retest entry, and then you're going to see a beautiful distribution. This is the advanced market maker model that happened in the market mostly. And on NASDAQ, personally, I do trade NASDAQ. So what I believe in, that on NASDAQ, a lot of times this kind of scenarios happen. All right. This will be your SMT. And this will be your CISD. Let me just type that in so that you guys can. You guys are gonna see some sort of CISD, some sort of SMT, and then you can enter over here. And a lot of times during the news, let's say you got the 8:30 manipulation news, you got 9:30 news. At that time, this kind of move happen in the market on smaller time frames. Now, a lot of people are gonna question me on which time frame you're gonna see the market maker model. What I do is I only use 1 minute, and I see my market maker model on 1 minute. But time is basically fractal, as we all know, so you can plot this on each and every time frame. Sometimes you're going to use the daily time frame to identify your upcoming week, or you can say your daily bias as well. You can use this on your hourly chart to identify your intraday swing trades. So this is based on your perspective on which time frame you got the good, on which time frame you got a more practice, and you can get some good results. All right. It doesn't mean if I use this on 1 minute, you're gonna work on only 1 minute. You can use this on other scenarios, or you can say on other time frames as well. So same, you're gonna get this is the bullish example. Then all you have to do is invert this so that you can get the bearish example. This is how you're gonna get. Let me clear one thing now. Every time you're gonna see a market maker, I'll say inversion, or you can say the smart money technique or reversal, what you're gonna do is you're gonna combine it with the higher time frame period. Right. Now let's say this is the 4-hour order block. All right. This is a 4-hour order block, and you know this is a high confluence PD array which can affect the retracement in the market. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for the market to give you some good reaction. All right. That's how you use the market maker model. You're gonna combine your daily FVG or anything you believe some high time frame PD array so that you can get some good reaction. Okay, so let me type in over here so that you guys can understand what you're gonna see in the market maker model. First main thing, you're gonna go for the higher time frame bias, or you can say higher time frame direction. Second, higher time frame PD array. Third, you're gonna see what we have discussed in the liquidity, that market is going to hunt some inefficiency, equilibrium, or some sort of liquidity hunt. You have to spot that. All right. So you have to spot the liquidity as well. If you don't know about the liquidity, you can see my video. I have explained that very well in a very simple way. All right. And then you're gonna look for one more thing, which is SMT. Yeah. This is how you. And last most important thing, I'm gonna tell you guys that after each and every SMT, you have to look for the displacement. Displacement. These are the 4 main things that you have to identify during MMXM model. Otherwise, your MMXM model is totally failed. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, what about the accumulation, accumulation? It doesn't matter. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter. In my opinion, in the advanced market maker model, the accumulation phase does not matter. All you have to spot is some sort of liquidity. Now, this is a consolidation, as we all know. We're just gonna name it accumulation. It doesn't mean it's gonna change. So you have to look for, let me just type in that as well over here, so that you some sort of consolidation or some, let's say, what we did, accumulation. And each and every time you're gonna get all of these things in a market maker model on daily basis. Let me clear that. You're gonna get all of these things daily in the market during 9:30. Basically, I use this on 9:30 and it works very perfectly. All right, one of my recent breakdowns, you can see there, we have just did the 9:30 trade with 75 pips. It was fabulous trade. We got the liquidity sweep, we tapped into the high time frame PD area, we just got the 75 pips. You can check that as well. All right, now we're gonna move towards some real life examples so that we all can understand. So what do we have over here? Now here's the twist. Let me just quickly move to the 15 minutes so that chart will make more sense. So you guys can see we got this accumulation, we got the distribution. All right, we again got the reaccumulation over here. We just swept the liquidity, we came all the way down to cover this consolidation. If you guys see, this is how market maker model works. All right, now this is a 15-minute chart and this is a whole day move. So how you can identify them on smaller time frame? Let me just show you that. So as you guys can see, we got this 15-minute FVG on the day. And let's move to some real examples. So on 5-minute, let's see. Just look at it. This is your accumulation, distribution, reaccumulation, distribution, and this is where your smart money reversal happen. All right. Now, what you got the displacement, or you can say the CISD over here. You're gonna move toward the 1 minute. This is the 5-minute time frame. You're gonna move toward the 1 minute so that we can identify some good trade. So you can just take trade on this FVG. You can just simply place your order over here, stops above this, targeting the low of this liquidity. Yeah. You just came all the way down toward this liquidity, targeting this low. It took some time, but yeah, you came all the way down. And this happened at 10 a.m. Like you can see, on 10 a.m. a lot of times you're gonna see reversals in the market instead of continuation. So keep your eye on that as well. All right. Now what you see, you got the accumulation. Let me just mark this area. This is the main accumulation over here. You got the distribution. Again, you got the accumulation over here. Then what you got is the manipulation, distribution, again accumulation, and then you got the displacement over the downside at New York 10 a.m. open, and you simply got the reversal and you got a beautiful trade over here. That's how you trade. Again, you can see this is the accumulation. Now this is the advanced structure, but you need to understand this kind of slow momentum is always going to get taken out by the market. Again, you got this kind of slow momentum. Again, you got the slow momentum over here. This is also accumulation. Keep that in mind. This is your also accumulation, and then you got the displacement over here. All right, you got displaced. You just got beautiful CISD. You can enter at this FVG over here. This is your entry model. Tap into the FVG, and then you can target the low. Stops at the high. 5-point stop, targeting the all the way low over here, and we just took out the low, but at the new day opening it's kind of big trade though, like seriously, but it doesn't matter because this is a S&P 500. It always move in a slow momentum, but the same thing you can apply on your NASDAQ chart as well. Now here's the twist. We just swept all this liquidity over here by this, and now as I said, you're gonna sweep the liquidity and then you're gonna see some sort of reactions as well. Yeah, you just sweep the liquidity. Now this is how market maker model works. You got the accumulation. Now this is the bullish example. That was the bearish example. Now this is the bullish example. You got the accumulation, you gain, got distributed, reaccumulation, distributed. This is where your smart money reversal had happened. All right, and let me clear one thing. A lot of time you're not going to see any SMT. Let me clear that. A lot of time you're not going to see any SMT. What you are going to see is that you're going to see some sort of displacement. So that's why I'm saying always keep an eye on your displacement or some sort of CISD inversions. Keep all those PDRAs in your mind and then take a trade. Now here we sweep the liquidity. A lot of times what I do when we sweep the liquidity and we got the inversion, what I do is I simply take trade on inversion. I place my stops below the last swing low and target the nearest strong liquidity each and every time. All right, like you can target this one. Yeah, this is your accumulation. So you got like 33 pips. That's how you trade the MMXM model. This is as simple as fuck. Like seriously. And if you're gonna understand the structure, you can become some legit trader. I'm not saying that I'm gonna make it profitable, but what I'm saying is that you can also learn and improve your trading game. All right, I'm not here to make any claim that I'm gonna make you profitable. I'm here to tell you that's what I do and what helped me in the past years. So this is the main thing that helped me a lot to see, to open a new door in my trading world, I'll say. And we just got some good reviews after that as well. And each and every time, let me tell you one thing, a lot of people, what they do is they're gonna go like, this is the reversal model. Yeah, this is the reversal model, but each and every time this is not going to work. Sometimes what happened at 10 a.m. open, market gonna respect, let's say respect this area, and market gonna do some sort of continuation. So don't be panicked, be brave, and try to learn from your mistakes. All right, so that was it for the day, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. I tried my best to make it simple as much as I can. So if you have any question, write down in the comments. I would love to answer them, and I'm gonna meet you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling and have a good day, everybody. Khuda Hafiz.